Let's talk about sex. In Colorado, the sex education curriculum is one of the few states that does not require sex health education for middle school or high school students. Due to this, some students aren't receiving any sexual health education at all. Not only will this affect their understanding of human sexuality, but also the health aspects that go along with it. Every student deserves the right to sex education in Colorado. With some schools either teaching abstinence only to not teaching about sex education at all, teens are being exposed to the health risks and being denied the education. Without learning about sex education, teens won't learn about teen pregnancy, how to practice safe sex, and STDs. They won't learn the tools to help them prevent themselves from any of these. Teens are being denied these learning aspects and denies them the opportunity to learn about other ways to have sex besides only abstinence. Abstinence-only sex education is supposed to teach students to not have sex, but studies have shown that by teaching it doesn't prevent teens from having sex. So if teens aren't learning about sex from the school, and if their parents aren't talking about it, where are they learning it from? Of course, teens are going to learn things outside of school, like pop culture and social media, but they aren't getting the proper education about it. 9 out of 10 boys have been exposed to pornography before the age of 18, and 6 out of 10 girls have been exposed to pornography before the age of 18. With teens watching porn, they are learning the importance of sex education, or sex at all. Here's a map of all the states that don't teach sex education. By teaching comprehensive sex education, students can learn more about just safe sex, learn more than just safe sex practices. What is comprehensive sex education? Well, it's age-appropriate, medically accurate information on a broad set of topics related to sexuality, including human development, relationships, decision-making, abstinence, contraception, and disease prevention. By teaching comprehensive sex education, it won't prevent teens from having sex, but it can teach them about how to have safe sex, and give them the tools to make healthy decisions for themselves. Comprehensive sex education teaches teens how to prevent them from teen pregnancy and STDs. In 2012, a study about comprehensive sex found to be more effective to the public health to reduce teen pregnancy, HIV, and STDs. But it also doesn't teach them just about prevention. It also teaches them about having healthy relationships and about consent. 1 in 10 high school students has experienced physical violence from a dating partner in the past year. 8% of high school students have been forced to have intercourse, while 1 in 10 students say they have committed sexual violence. By teaching teens about these won't prevent them from happening, but it can teach them warning signs and how to prevent being in a relationship like that. Also, in comprehensive sex education, it teaches about sexuality. Teaching LGBTQ inclusive sex education is also beneficial to non-LGBTQ teens because it incorporates positive examples of the LGBTQ community, such as romantic relationships, families, empathizes the need for protection during sex for all of the identities. This helps the LGBTQ teens feel more comfortable and safer in classrooms because they don't feel like they have the opportunity to really understand what's going on if they don't teach it. Comprehensive sex education goes beyond just sexual activities. It can also help students navigate through life. In Colorado, there's a new bill trying to be passed to give students the education to learn more. The new bill in Colorado that bans public and charter schools from teaching abstinence-only sex education and switching the curriculum to comprehensive sex education has passed the House. This bill would have sex education classes talk/teach about consent, safe sex, sexual orientation, and so much more than that's already offered. The bill would have the curriculum remove religious ideal, stop using shame-based or stigmatized language or instructional tools, or the exclusive relation of sexual experience of the LGBTQ community. This is a huge step for Colorado, considering that in the past, Colorado wouldn't require schools to teach any form of sex education. With only 24 states that mandate sex education, this would make Colorado the 9th state in the nation to require that consent would be taught. However, there's also an option for schools to not teach sex education at all. So it's either the schools teach comprehensive sex education or nothing at all. This bill is headed for the Senate for approval still. Sex education goes beyond just having sex. It can teach teens about sexuality, sexual behavior, and relationships. As teens grow up, they have the decision that can impact their health and being well for their lives. Young people have the right to lead healthy lives and know what to make and how to make healthy decisions for what's best for them. Hopefully, with this new bill in Colorado, can help start giving teens the proper education about sex. No, yeah.